You know what today is? Today is New Bike Day! I love New Bike Day. It's the best day! Alright, that's enough goofing around. Let's get to it. Actually, before I get to it, I want to talk about the excitement of a new bike. New bike, I got a new bike. Hello. Should I say it this way? Getting a new bicycle really brings me back to some of my best childhood memories. I remember the day I got my first bike. It was Christmas. I woke up early and I saw it under the tree. And that moment really changed my life. The bicycle from that point on has been my freedom machine. It's the way I explored my neighborhood when I was a little kid. It's the way I got to school in high school. And it's the way I've traveled around the world ever since. And if you think back to some of your best childhood memories, I'm guessing that a lot of you probably remember getting a bike, or at least riding a bike for the first time. Or maybe your parents took the training wheels off for the very first time and you had that feeling of freedom, the feeling of wind in your hair. Maybe you had a bell to ring and you were just like, yes, life is awesome. And life is awesome because of two wheels. And I've had that excitement ever since. My joy for biking has never decreased. Bicycles for me are not just toys. For me, it's my car. It's how I get around. It's how I get to my jobs. It's how I visit people. It's how I take girls on dates. They're not toys. Not the dates, but the bikes. The bikes are not toys. I don't just ride them on the weekends and let them collect dust during the week. I am on a bike every single day, and because of that, I always have a very big smile on my face. And I know you're probably saying, open the damn box, Ryan. Okay, let's do it. Let's open the box. Boom. Boom. Yes. Okay. You know what that is? Don't be shy. All right, so you're probably wondering what kind of bike this is. Well, these are my new friends out of New York City. The bike company is called Priority. This bike in specific is called the Continuum. And their whole goal with this bike company only started like 3 years ago, was to build really solid bikes that didn't need a lot of maintenance.
So I set out to design a bike that's maintenance-free, is really well made, yet affordable, so that everybody could enjoy it. And that's why we started Priority.
And so this bike is just like a solid, awesome commuter bike. I first met the guys on a trip to Minneapolis a couple months ago, and I rode this bike around town and I was like, I like your bicycle. I want to get me one of those. So here it is. I got me one of those. It's so beautiful. All right, time to free this thing from its shackles and bring it to life. We're getting pretty close. It's a good looking fender, isn't it? So there's one thing you're probably noticing right away that looks quite a bit different on this bike than most bikes. It doesn't have a typical chain. You see this thing right here? It is a Gates carbon belt drive, and it is way more durable than a chain, and you never need to lube this thing. And it's made right here in Denver, Colorado. When I think about the other bikes I've had and where they've taken me, I just wonder where this guy is going to take me. Or this girl. Maybe it's not a guy. Maybe it's a girl bike. I don't know how to tell that. Maybe you look under. Hello? Fork is backwards. I didn't pay attention. And Dave even warned me about this. That's a little more like it. Time to put the fender on. If you're gonna be serious about bike commuting, you definitely want fenders. Some people might say, oh, but fenders are dorky. Well, you know what? It's a lot better to be dorky than to be covered with mud all over your arse. Now we have the surprise box. La, la, la. Oh, there's tools. I didn't even open this up. These are the tools you need to put the bike together. This is really what I was after. I hope it's Girl Scout cookies. Pedals. Those are kind of handy too. My preferred way to put on pedals is to flip the bike over. And you see how it says L right there? That means left side, baby. Left side. This is why I like to flip it over. You can just Put the pedal on with the force of the momentum. Bing! And while I have this thing flipped upside down, I want to show you something. This big old bad boy right here in the middle of the wheel is a NuVinci hub. It is a magical hub. And what makes this NuVinci hub awesome is that it is bomb-proof. It is really, really well made and strong. 2, it doesn't have a set number of gears. A lot of times when you buy a bike, it's a 21 speed or 27, or you have an 8-speed internal hub. This does not work like that. It works like magic. It just has, I forget what it's called. I'm gonna look it up right now, but it's like this. You kind of set it to where you feel good, and then it makes you feel good. I'll show you the shifter when I flip the bike over. It'll make more sense. All right, so this is the term I was talking about. CVT, continuously variable transmission, which sounds like a lot of gobbledygook, but what it really means is that it's like automatic. Like you set it to where you want to be, and it just finds the right spot for you. It's not gonna like change gears on you like one of those old style automatic bikes. But you just like, here, I'll show you. So here's the deal. This is the shifter right here, and it has a little guy on a bike that goes up and down a hill. So when you're going up a hill, you want to turn the knob so you're going up the hill. When you're going on straight, you want it to be straight, and it just finds the right spot for you. It's infinity. It's like infinity gears. It's amazing, and it's super comfortable. Bow, bow, I'm almost done. Just need to pump up the tires. These bikes never come with the tires inflated, otherwise they would explode in the airplanes. Or however they get here. I think they come from the bike ferry. Boom! Hooray! Yes! I'm excited to see what kind of memories we make, you and I. Bicycle. Now I don't normally name my bicycles, but I think I'm gonna call this one Dave. And Dave is the guy that designed this bike at Priority. So, what's up, Dave?
I love riding my bike.
Wait a second, I'm not quite done. Oh yeah. So why do bikes bring me so much joy? A, they're just tons of fun. You feel like a kid when you're riding a bike. It's good exercise, it's good for your body, it's good for the environment. It's good for so many things. Riding a bike, I think personally, is the silver bullet to solving a lot of the world's problems. And I can go into it for a long ways down, all the way to oil dependency, but bikes really are the key. And that's why I love them, and that's why I promote them, and that's why I think all of you out there, if you have the ability, go ride a bike. You know what I'm saying? See you on the road.